All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Devin and Trader here with another video. Looking right here, I want to break down my trade on Euro AUD. If you are new to the channel, understand that I trade the market in price action, which I believe is one of the most best and effective ways to trade the market because you don't need a bunch of reasons or indicators on why you want to buy or sell something. So let's get right into it. Looking at Euro AUD, one of the first things I like to do when I first approach a pair to trade is to see what kind of condition it is in, meaning that is it in a uptrend, is it in a downtrend, or is it in a range in market? Depending on which it is of the three, I know how to trade it or know how I want to approach it. If it's in a uptrend, I know I'm looking for buys. If it's in a downtrend, I know I'm looking for sells. And if it's in a range in market, I know I can look for buys and sells. So you got to understand, knowing the condition of the market is super important when you first approach a trade. Seeing that Euro AUD was somewhat in a range, I knew I was looking for buys and sells once it came back to either the past level of resistance or that past level of support. On that Friday morning, price action came right back down to that same exact past level of support. If we look to our past, we can see support where it pushed up at. We can see the same thing right here, support where it pushed up at. So once price action got right back to that same exact level, of course, I'm going to look at it because I want to know, is that range going to keep on playing out and will it push right back to the top side as it did, or will it break that level, pull back to it, and fall to the downside? It's going to happen either or, right? And that's why for me, trading is so simple. You don't have a bunch of answers. All you have is buy and all you have is sell. So seeing that price action was above this level at 5 a.m. in the morning, 8 a.m. in the morning, 9 a.m. in the morning, that's when I'm looking for an accurate trade to get into. So seeing that was still above that level, all I pretty much do is play between my time frames. You can see here, even on the lower time frame, the 2 hour, we can see that it made a morning star right here. This is my main reason why I got into that trade around 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. in the morning. And I already knew that it was a Friday, that I might have to hold on to this trade over the weekend if it doesn't shoot right into my TP1. And that's simply okay. I can just move my stop loss to break even and hold out my entry any given time I want to hold on to a trade. That's all I have to do. Move my stop loss to a break even. So seeing this right here, guys, right? 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, right? You see right here, 11 a.m., right? You see time is going on and we're not pretty much doing anything. This is how I knew, like I said, I was probably going to hold on to the trade over the weekend. I wasn't nervous or mad at all. All I pretty much cared about was that this did not come below that level. As long as it did not break below this key level of support, I knew I was pretty much protected and could hold on to this trade even longer. So I did just that. And sometimes you have to do that. You have to learn how to sit on your hands and not react to pretty much everything that goes on in the market. Once you have your entry, right? We had our entry, we set our stop loss, and we knew our TP. That's pretty much all we have to know. And then from there, it's your job to control your emotions and to just sit on your hands and pretty much just not do anything until you have to. So getting into that trade all day long, pretty much nothing happened. And I had to hold over the weekend. So I did just that. Coming that Sunday, right? That Sunday afternoon when the market opened up at 5 p.m., we see that it made another morning star. Once it made another morning star right there, I was even more confident that yes, I'm right. It's probably more than definitely going to push up to the top side and at least come back to that TP1 or that past level of resistance. And that's what I'm looking for. And it did just that pretty quickly. And once it gets to that TP1, this is where I'm making my next decision in the market. Do I want to close out at TP1 or do I want to stay in even longer? And any given reason, right? Any given time I want to stay into a trade longer, I have to see that trade break above my TP1. Whether if I go for a buy or for a sell, The only reason I stay into a trade longer if it's past like 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m. in afternoon, and my trade is way above my TP1. If that's the case, I always just move my stop loss to break even and sit on my hands and hold my trade out. And it's always just that simple any given time I'm approaching the market. And like I said earlier, that's why I love price action. It's just a very simple and effective way to trade the market where you don't need a bunch of different reasons. You don't need the Fibonacci, the RSI, boiler bands, and this and that to decide, do you want to buy or sell something? So I got in for that trade just that simple, knowing that it was in a range at a past level of support and that it could push back to the top side. Once it came back above this level on Monday, right, and I saw price action broke above that level with this bar right there, and it stayed above that level, I just simply held on longer and not doing anything. And that's why I also love trading. You don't have to do a lot of work every day, especially when you learn how to hold out your entry. I got into the trade Friday morning, and coming to Monday, I don't have to do nothing besides hold on to my entry. Even this morning, Tuesday morning, I don't have to do anything besides hold on to my entry. And it's still all the way to the top side. So trading with price action is just so very effective. And you can see I made over 200 and something pips, and it's still going right now, about 280 pips. With a single 1.00, a standard lot size, you're making 2,800 with this one trade alone. With anything beyond that, you're making over 5K easily in a single trade. So really understand how simple and effective price action is. Making multiple patterns, easy confirmation, and all you have to do is be confident and believe in yourself and get into your setup. So trading right here, guys, with price action, I believe is a way that anybody can learn how to make a decent income from the Forex market. If you want to learn how to trade for me, hit the link in the description below, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a great morning. Have a great trading week. See you next time.